Okay, as we come in the door here down this left side, you can see I've got my contractor saw. It's folded up down there to get out of the way, and there's my scroll saw. It just rolls around wherever there's a space to put it. Right behind it you see the combination belt sander disc sander, and on the same table is my jet drill press. Right by it is a dust deputy with a shop vac below it. Storage camera there for paints, coatings, whatever. And my lathe, and then back up the other side, see my Craftsman 10-inch bandsaw, my full-size router table with my rockler top and rockler lift, oscillating spindle sander, and then my small workbench. As you can see, I've got ledges built all around. I have a small mezzanine. I have ledges built all around to store a little bit of lumber and what have you. But as we zoom out, there's just not much room. You can see I've got a pretty narrow walk space. There's probably 6 to 8 feet to walk across there, so I roll out my workbench into the middle, or work off my table saw or router table, whatever it takes. But that's what we've got, and we'll go to work on some space-saving ideas. Well, I apologize. I didn't turn the camera on when I put this thing together, but let me show you how this thing is put together. You saw me drilling the holes in all of the lower shelves and upper shelves in the tool carousel, and that was to accommodate this 1.5 inch PVC pipe. That PVC pipe is grounded in that bottom layer. It comes up through the lower storage unit, comes up through the lower shelf of the carousel, and it comes out at the top of the carousel. So you can see it right under the electrical junction box right there. So the carousel spins around that 1.5 inch PVC pipe that stands as the focal point. Now, as far as electrical, you see my 4-gang box. That's a 4-gang extension cord. It runs down through that 1.5 inch PVC pipe. I think it's actually 2-inch PVC pipe. It runs down into that, and it comes out up underneath and then goes into the wall over here. So as this unit spins, that electrical box spins as well, so the cords can remain all tied up right there. I still have some tidying up to do. But the upper carousel and the lower unit, as you saw the bill, they were two different bills and they're joined together. The upper carousel sits on those roller bearings. Sits on those roller bearings and just rolls around, as does the lower carousel sits on those roller bearings and will rotate as well. Very convenient, very simple. Shop notes number 35 is where you can see the plan. Well, my little tool carousel really helped clean up my shop. It really helped give me some more space. I was able to take 3 different tool stands out of here. I kept one as a rolling workbench. You'll see that in a minute. But it really cleaned up the middle here. In just a second, I'll give you an overview of the shop in the new configuration. First of all, let me give you a little overview about this little tool carousel. It holds 4 different tools. You saw the roller bearings that I put on. It rotates around to whatever tool station I want to use. And it's got a drawer. It's got 4 drawers, one under each tool, that lets me store things like Allen wrenches, sanding sleeves, drill bits, what have you. So things are nice and convenient. The roller bearings, they seem a little stiff to me. Hopefully I can lube them later with some graphite or something that may help them out. But so far I like it. I've been using this about 2 weeks and I like what it's done for the shop. I haven't found any inconveniences since all of these are benchtop tools anyway, and I only use one at a time, so it really helped consolidate. And if you've got a small shop, you might consider it. This was a tool carousel out of Shop Notes publication number 35. I'm not going to go into any dimensions or anything like that since it was out of Shop Notes, but you saw the build video, you saw how it was built. Now, before I give you an overview of the new shop arrangement, I want to thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. All of my social media information's in the description below. We appreciate it if you would like the video, share the video, and if you hadn't subscribed, do so. It helps our channel a lot. Now, let me just give you a quick tour of the rearranged shop. Well, as we come in, one thing you see different is my little coatings cabinet, which was back in this back left-hand corner. I've moved it up to the front immediately when you come in the door. and the table saw. I put a new stand on with a dust collection chute at the bottom and closed it in. Much better dust control there. I got my dust deputy on top of my vacuum down this left side, and here's a close-up of the tool cart. We saw the rotating carousel. Down below there's a carousel that rotates for storage. Got extra routers down there now. You can see besides the drawers there's little cubby holes there to store things. Really freed up the middle here. My lathe used to be under my tool wall. Now coming up this right side is my Rockler router table, and there's my lathe, and then there's a roll around cabinet that was freed up from the tool consolidations, and then my Rockler workbench, which right now it's got some pen projects on it. You'll be seeing those videos soon, but when we pan out you can really see how much cleaner it was. If you're a small shop and have the problems I had, you might look at shop notes number 35. We appreciate everybody watching. Thank you, and until next week, be creative, be thoughtful, and be safe.